Have you guys ever seen the green Snorlax with the flower on its head? Well, it's actually Mosslax from the Pokemon game Pokopia. When I saw it for the first time, I immediately wanted to make one of my mini clay sculptures of it. For this sculpt, I found these cute ball ornaments that I thought would be fun to turn into a little Pokeball enclosure. Like most of my other mini sculptures, I'm using polymer clay to sculpt the character, the base, and all the rocky details. For bigger pieces, I use foil for the inside to have a sturdy base for it to hold onto, and it also helps save some clay. I also added texture to the ground and some of the stones with a rock. Polymer clay needs to bake in the oven for it to set, so I do everything in layers. Mosslax is basically a nature-inspired version of Snorlax. It has been asleep for so long that moss has started growing over its body and a flower on its head. My favorite part was making the small flowers. They're so tiny and tricky to sculpt, but looked very cute when they were done. I had to sand down the Mosslax sculpture before painting to hide the tiny cracks that formed. I most likely set the temperature a bit high while baking one of the layers, but painting the base coat seemed to hide the small cracks well enough. I used broken pieces of painted sponge to make the moss clusters that I scattered along the stones. I then added some more dark shading to give it a nice dark undertone before adding brighter green highlights to everything, which made it really come alive. I even added some shading to the tiny flowers to make them look more dimensional. The most satisfying part was putting everything together, adding the flower to his head and scattering some more across the landscape. All that is left is to paint the Pokeball and glue everything together. So let me know what you think of the final result.